Welcome to Facial Plastics Friday. It's Dr. Brace here, and today I'm going to talk a little bit more about my favorite laser in my practice, the pulse dye laser. I use the Vbeam by Candela, and I love this laser because it really helps with red lesions. And I mentioned this last week, but as a facial plastic surgeon, there's a lot of things on someone's face that can be red. That could be rosacea, that could be scars, that could be acne, that could be prominent blood vessels, little telangiectasias, and it could be a port wine stain. So it's a quick Facial Plastics Friday today. I'm going to show a picture of a patient who's in our gallery of before and afters, and this patient has a port wine stain on their cheek, and the pulse dye laser can be used to manage this. So there are no erasers, unfortunately, for port wine stains, especially if they're large, but you can manage the port wine stain by keeping the blood vessels collapsed and tight and small by using the laser energy. How it works, how a pulse dye laser works, or the V-beam works, it's a 595 nanometer light, so it's a laser, so all the light coming out of this is the same wavelength, 595, and that's in the absorption spectrum of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is what makes things look red, and so when that laser passes through the skin and hits hemoglobin or hits something red, all of that energy gets absorbed, which turns into heat, and that heat causes collapse of blood vessels and scarring because it basically boils the blood from the inside of the blood vessel out, causes everything to collapse. So this is a before and after of a patient of mine that I manage regularly with the pulse dye laser to keep the port wine stain from getting very dark and purple as those veins or the blood vessels expand. And by doing that, we can keep it in the pink phase. And this is a safe laser for all skin types. There are no contraindications to it. You can hurt somebody if you have the settings in the wrong places, but as long as you have a provider that knows how to use it, it's a fantastic laser for port wine stains and all things red. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week for Facial Plastics Friday.